We are entering into the 8th day of Chanukah, also known as Zot Chanukah or Zos Chanukah. So I got a text about this from a friend. It's just 8th day of Chanukah is known to be a very powerful day on the calendar, and also among the 8 days of Chanukah. So here's some snippets of what was the text said about this day. So light the candles with a smile. 8 is above nature. Powerful day to daven. Have Am Yisrael in your prayers. Thank Hashem for what you have. This text said you should. I've never seen this tradition, but it says it's traditional to write a note and put it underneath the menorah tonight. Anybody ever seen that before? To ask for things that you want. A day of atonement. Auspicious day to ask and dream, like Yosef, for anything you need. Cry out, tear up, so all the flames will become one. Okay, you get the idea. It's a day where you're supposed to pray and ask Hashem for things. So what's behind this day? In the circles that I was in, we didn't celebrate it in that much of a festive way. But a lot of circles, other circles, especially Hasidic circles, it's a very powerful day. So the name Zot Chanukah comes from our Torah reading that we're going to read tomorrow. It says Zot Chanukah Mizbeach B'Yom Himashach Oto, etc. It was so it's based on that. This is the consecration of the Mizbeach. But on a deeper level, the Kabbalists say, you know when like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur come around and we're like, the books, your decree's about to be written in the book. And we go, well, not so quickly. It's been written, but it hasn't been sealed. Then we say it's been sealed, but you know what? You can still get a note in. So the Hasidim stretch that whole dynamic all the way through Hanukkah to tonight and tomorrow, till the 8th day of Hanukkah. And they say that it goes all the way till there. And there's a quote that's often brought by Rabbi Yisrael Mirozhin. He says, "Mashit tzadikim yicholim lifol me'Hashem yiparach b'Rosh Hashanah v'Yom Kippurim." What tzadikim, the righteous, can do on Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, every Jew can do on Bezot Chanukah. So that's like an extreme statement, right? So this day, the spiritual importance of this day doesn't appear in the Torah, like Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. It doesn't appear in the Gemara. It doesn't appear in the Rishonim. It's a later importance was put to this day, based on the last few hundred years in the Hasidic movement, and there's some hints to it in Kabbalistic texts as well. But so it's a day of, if it's a continuation of that whole stretch, then it's a day of atonement. So therefore it makes sense that you pray, you ask for forgiveness, you tear up next to the Chanukah candle. So I think minimally, it's a spiritual day. Okay, the Kabbalah says that as well. It's a day you can pray for things that you want, and think about bring Hashem into your life. And one idea that I found helpful just to make sense of the importance of the day is that when we say Zot Chanukah, I saw this on the OU website. We say Zot Chanukah, this is Chanukah. We're basically kind of saying the 8th day, Zot, this is Chanukah. That when we finish lighting all 8 candles, this is what Chanukah is about. 8 is the message of Chanukah. The 8 candles, the number 8 is above nature. And that's the message that this day is putting forward. The Greeks, the Syrians wanted to make us devoid of spirituality, disconnect us from the above nature. And I think there's a lot of influences like that today. Maybe it's not necessarily the way the Greeks did it, but it's through messages we get from the outside world, through the media, through all kinds of approaches that are not healthy for us spiritually. And so we have to rise above them. We have to embrace the 8. This is Zot Chanukah. This is the number 8 that we should embrace. And that's another thing to think about on this day, the message of Chanukah, rising above nature in our lives, in our connection to Hashem, and also in our worldview.